Hello, Artie Goddess here. I hope you all are doing well today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the message, this beautiful message of the Sacral Chakra. This chakra is, right above the root chakra. It's near the navel. And this chakra color is orange. This chakra, when it is healed, you're able to create, you're able to express yourself, you're able to express your emotions, you're able to feel authentic, you're able to feel worthy, you feel deserving. This is that chakra when healed, you're able to also have that inner power and that courage. This is when this chakra is healed, you're able to be connected to that divine self, that divine sensuality within. You're able to connect with that. We all have sexual energy. We're able to connect with that sexual energy that's within, where we are able to create. And when this chakra is blocked, or stagnant, or I'm gonna say underactive or overactive, this may come from many things, but when it is blocked, you're not able to create, you're not able to express yourself, you're not able to express your emotions, express how you feel authentic, feel deserving, feel worthy. You're not able to be connected. You're disconnected from that divine self. You've disconnected from that divine sexuality that you have within you, that everyone have within you. You're disconnected from that fire within, that inner power. You're disconnected when it is blocked. And many of the reasons why this chakra may be blocked is, due to many, there's many roots of why this chakra may be blocked. And, many events that may have happened when we were smaller and that we're just needing to, become aware of, so that we can really heal from this energy. And not just heal from this energy, but, not repeat the patterns of the root. And so within becoming aware of, going back to the places, going back to the times, if you feel as though this is something that you want to do, because you can really look at, there's people that that may be on different journeys. They want to go to this place where they want to find the root, and where they're able to gain a different perspective and heal from it. And there's others that want to look at it and be like, okay, that happened, I don't have to live there no more, so I'm gonna move forward. And it's just how mentally strong are you able to move forward, because in some areas you're able to do that, in others, if it's I've learned from my experience, in some areas you can do that, in others, if I haven't gotten to the root of it, then what ends up happening is I continue to repeat the pattern, and it just keeps repeating, and I'm not just not learning from it, but I'm continuing to be in that illusion of it. So there's different ways, for meaning, but I'm just bringing up the way that I've done, and how I've chose to do it in many ways. And so for you may choose to look at some of the events when you were a child, look at some of the experiences that you had as a child, and look at the root of it and see what stemmed from it. What are the branches that stem from the root? And there's so many things that may have stemmed from why this chakra may be blocked. Maybe when it comes to expressing yourself, you wasn't able to express yourself in a household, or maybe you wasn't able to express yourself in school because you may have felt as though you were going to get bullied. Maybe in the household you may feel as though you were going to get a whooping, or it may have seemed disrespectful, or it may have been seen as misbehaving. And so maybe you weren't able to express yourself emotionally, and maybe this may have caused blocked energy. Or maybe when it came to your creative energy, maybe you did things in a very unique way, in an authentic way that was true to you, but others may have looked at it as weird. Maybe your family may have looked at it as weird. Maybe people at school may have looked at it as weird. And what you chose to do, you let this energy in, and maybe you start looking at yourself as weird, when all along this may have been your authentic self, just creating from that authentic, pure energy that is in all of us. And so maybe this is something that you may have done, and maybe this is something that may have created that chakra to be blocked as well. Also, maybe something may have happened when you were younger, maybe something as far as sexual assault, or just different things in that area may have happened and may have created this blockage within this chakra as well. It may have made you feel undeserving. This is that feeling. This is that chakra where you feel, you express, and maybe you felt, maybe there's certain things or a certain thing that has happened. It may have made you feel unworthy, undeserving. It may have made you feel as though you don't belong, or it may have also has you ask questions that never got solved, and it may have conjured up so many emotions, so many feelings that it caused so much blockage, and it caused this chakra to be blocked or dormant. And from the root, it may have stemmed from different areas in your life. It may have stemmed from so many different areas in your life. And it may have just caused you to feel inadequate, feel not determined, not feel courageous, just different things. Maybe you like to dance when you were smaller, and something may have happened that may have caused you to stop dancing, but this was how you were to express yourself. This is how you were able to create. This is how you were able to really be the very best version of yourself. This was your authenticity. This was you being authentic. And this may have caused that energy to be blocked as well. Also, when this energy is blocked, I think I stated this, you feel undeserving, you feel unworthy, you don't feel courageous, you don't feel like you have that inner strength, that inner power, that fire to do, what you want to do, you feel as though you can't express yourself, you can't express your truth, you can't express how you feel, you're not connected with your body. Also, when it's this let's say that in this area, it may be overactive, and when it's overactive, this is because it's near the digestive system as well. I believe it's either near or it is, part of the digestive system. When this is overactive, you overindulge in food, or you overindulge in sexual energy. And when you're not able to create, when you're in that energy, you're not able to create, you're not able to express yourself. You're in that energy that is rooted. You're still rooted. You're still stagnant from whatever the root is. I hope that's making sense. I hope that's resonating. Yes, I hope that's making sense, and I hope that's resonating. So really what I'm saying about this chakra is there's many reasons that may have caused this chakra to be blocked, but it's about us becoming aware of what may be the root of it, and then getting to what stemmed from it, and being patient with yourself, having grace, having compassion with yourself in this area. Many of these events and experiences may have caused you to do things that you maybe that you may be proud of, or maybe guilty of. I didn't mean to say proud of too. I want to say that too, because everything doesn't have to be so negative when it comes to this chakra as well. Or maybe you don't even feel guilty or anything like that. Maybe you don't even feel shameful. Maybe you're like, okay, it is what it is. I do know the root. Okay, I can move forward from it. Okay, this is why this happened, this may be the root, and this is what stemmed from it. Okay, let me move forward. But I'm also speaking for those who have felt guilt and shame, and have felt so many emotions when acting out because of a root. I'm speaking to you all as well, to just have that patience, that grace, and that compassion for yourself, because you are moving from a level of really That I go back to that survival, you know, that's where the survival energy is coming from. And you're really trying to and when you're in that energy, you may overindulge because some of it may be overactive due to you can't express yourself in a different way, or in a way, or create in a way. So you overindulge in different activities, which cause that, you know, it to yourself to overindulge, and which cause you to still be rooted and repeat patterns. I really hope that is, you know, making sense. I have, when I talk, I'm always visioning. When I'm talking, I'm always visioning. Right just then I was, so to heal this chakra, we can always, as I was saying, go to the root and see. And after we go to the root, giving ourselves, you know, the grace, the compassion, the love that we need within that area, the wisdom, the lessons, the learning that we need in that area, and you know, allowing ourselves to give ourselves what we need. So if it's if we stop creating, if we don't feel creative, finding what made you, okay, maybe you see what stopped maybe you have seen what may have stopped making you to create whatever it is that you like to create. Okay, now is the time for you to go back to creating. If you like to, you know, do art, if you like to draw, and in the past you may have stopped due to some reasons, okay, now is the time to start back creating and drawing in that area. If you like to dance and something may have happened as a result, you know, from your childhood, okay, now is the time to start back dancing, because this is believe it or not, this is what made you happy. When you go back, look how happy you was, look how you honored that child. And this is what is, you know, a part of this healing as well. We have an inner child that may feel abandoned right now. So really what this 7-day chakra healing is healing that inner child as well. It's not just healing the adult version of ourselves. It's healing that inner child, getting to the root of what is going on, and healing that inner child and letting that inner child know, look, because a lot of this stuff has happened when we were smaller. So it's about healing that inner child and letting that inner child know that you're here, and you know that you love that inner child, and you have compassion and grace for it, and really, you know, if that's what made you happy when you were a child, continue to do it, continue to create, because you may be surprised at how authentic you feel, how true you feel, how pure you feel, how abundant you feel, because you're able to honor those areas that once was telling you that this wasn't enough, or you weren't worthy of it, or you couldn't express yourself, or you couldn't do this, or you couldn't do that. And you know, I know for me, one of the things that it's just because I try not to sound like I'm repeating myself, but there was a lot of there was a root, and then there was a lot of things that stem, you know, from the root. You know, there was a lot of things that stem from the root. I know that, you know, because of what happened when I was a child, you know, as far as, you know, the sexual assault, I know that it made me feel unworthy, undeserving. So when I finally did get into a relationship, when I finally did get with someone, that's how I acted. That's how I allowed myself to, do I want to say be treated? Yes, especially when I wasn't taught anything about relationships. So, you know, basically put up with any and everything, you know. It didn't. And within a relationship, I know I've done things. I'm not going to say I probably, within a relationship, not even within a relationship, because I wasn't in a relationship when I did some of the things that I did. So, as I said before, I wasn't taught, and I know this kind of is off subject, but it's kind of in subject as well. But I know that it's kind of in subject, it's kind of on subject as well. But I know that, as I said before, I was not, taught how to, first of all, I wasn't taught how to love myself. So definitely didn't know anything about a relationship. But I know for one thing, I definitely didn't know that people could just go around hurting people, and purposely doing it, I was really, really, I remember my first relationship, and I just really, really remembered how, my first real relationship, how it felt to be heartbroken, and how it just seemed like this person was playing games. And I just remembered, of course I'm a teenager at the time, I'm in high school and stuff, but I just remember how it felt. And I'm just like, people can do this. People can, this is how it goes. People could just break your heart and just move forward, because after we broke up, the person just ended up moving on to the next like it was nothing. And so I wasn't over it. I wasn't. And I just remember just those emotions that I wasn't able to express. I remember the heartache. I remember, the unworthiness that I was already feeling, but that made me feel even more. I remember the undeserving that I was already feeling, but made me feel even more, and it may have caused, it caused so much. And going back to where I said that I would do stuff outside the relationship. So in the relationship, I didn't express how certain stuff made me feel. I didn't, but outside of it, when I saw that, I thought that this person was trying to play with me, basically, and just throw things in my face, when it came to other people, I was just like, you're not going to play with me. So there was an event that happened where, it's nothing big, but what I'm just saying is there's roots, and then I bet y'all like, hold on, are you not just going to skip through that? Okay, I'm not. Basically, because I felt as though, you're not just going to play me, because I'm like, there's no way people can just get away with just hurting people. I just felt as though, and I'm not saying this is okay. This is not me saying that it's okay, but I just remember, there was a senior skip day, and I had been plotting the entire time, not to hurt or really just harm the person. No. But we were playing senior skip day. We weren't together, but I hung around, how you got friends that have friends that hang around. So I had my friends, they were still cool with, they were still boyfriend and girlfriend with the person that I had dated. And so we all had to hang out, basically, is what I'm saying. And so I remember, because I wasn't over it, I just remember, I'm just gonna say I didn't express myself in a great way. I'm gonna just say that, but not going too much into detail. I didn't express myself. Because I held that in so long, because I just let that hurt build in me, I'ma just say I didn't express my pain, that pain, in a communicative way. I wanted revenge, and I wanted it to express it in another way. No one got hurt, but I just wanted to express it in another way. And as I said before, I'm not perfect. As I said, I'm not sitting here trying to make it seem as though I am just, that was okay. But I'm trying not to get all into it. But I go back on some of the things that I did. When you don't let that, and I only said that to say this, when you don't let, if someone told me this before, but I had already did that before hearing it again in my adult life. But basically, when you don't let those feelings out, when you don't express yourself, when you keep that inward, it's gonna come out anyway. Whether it's expressing it through art, whether it's expressing it in a beautiful, powerful way, or expressing it in an angry, bitter, and I don't even like to use those words because, you know, I like to be kind to our journey, to our healing, to, you know, so I really don't even want to use those words. But I know that you're the best way I can say is you can use your energy in a positive way. You can express yourself in a positive way or in a way that, you know, it can be negative. And because I had, and I know I'm going all around the world, because I had let this energy stay into me so long, because I didn't know how to express it, because this was my first rodeo with this, and I'm just like, there's no way people doing things like this. I was like, you know what, I held it on so long that, you know, it was expressed in a whole other way. And so yes, all I'm saying is when it's not expressed, when it's stagnant, and when it's not expressed in a way that is needed for yourself, for your authentic self, it comes out in a whole other way, in a toxic way, in a way that you know, that can cause consequences, if not careful, you know. So that's for someone, you know, just, you know, expressing yourself, you know, the sacral chakra, when healing it is so many ways to heal this chakra and create, you know, ways that you can heal it. I'm not sure if I got to this yet. Is, you know, expressing yourself even when it feels uncomfortable, expressing your truth, expressing yourself through creativity, through art, through music, through poetry, through journaling, through dancing, through exercising, through yoga, through walking, through different meditation, through, you know, different ways. There's so many areas for you to express yourself and create, you know. Also, you know, reconnecting with your sexuality, reconnecting with your divine sensuality, reconnecting with that inner divine that's within, and using it to create as well. I kind of got off subject, honestly. I don't think I got off subject. I believe that the things that I need, I believe when I'm hard on I notice something, like when I'm hard on myself like that for getting off subject, okay, that's when someone needs to hear it, because I know I've listened to people say that in interviews where they felt as though they got off subject, and, you know, or they felt like, where did they come from? And it's funny because I be needing to hear just that. What they thought that didn't need to be said, that's something that I needed to hear. And I'll be glad that person said it. So when I do, so I always need to remind myself that, you know, nothing is really off limits. You know, of course I'm getting better at telling my stories, trying to get better at telling my stories, but nothing is off limits when speaking and help bring inspiration or healing or compassion or love or grace. So, and maybe that's something that is something that is needed to be heard as well. Going back to this energy of feeling, going back to this sacral energy, this sacral chakra, I also want to say this as well. When this chakra is overactive, there's as I said before, there's some things that, you know, may cause it, and it may cause certain illusions, and you may stay in these illusions that have patterns that repeat itself. So it's important to abstain from a lot of things. I've said this before yesterday on the root. This also is with the sacral as well. Fasting in this area, when it comes to the two things that I said, you know, that may cause this chakra to be overactive. And, you know, putting that and focusing on healing it, you know, can be significant. You know, fasting doesn't not have to be something like extravagant. You know, you can take your time when it comes to this. Maybe you eat at a certain time a day, and just choosing to go some extra hours and really setting the intention. Okay, I'm not going to eat in this time because today I want to focus on healing my sacral chakra, and I don't want to put anything in my body right now. So I'm going to not eat, or when it comes to, sexual energy, abstaining from that, or, fasting from that. So that you can, because when you're able to do that, this is where you're able to create. This is where you're able to express. It's not just about, of course we want to reconnect with that sexual energy. That's not the only energy that this chakra can bring to yourself or to the world. It's so much more that this chakra can bring. And this is something I learned many years ago, after I had learned some of the roots of some things. I may have learned some of the roots of some things, so I may have chose not to do certain things, which had activated that creativeness. Yes, it may have activated the creativeness, but along the way I may have learned also that, okay, I've activated this creativeness, but there's something that I need to focus on. How can I express myself as well? So it's a journey. And we can, the grace and the compassion is what we really need when it comes to this energy, when it comes to growing, when it comes to evolving. Okay, so I kind of feel like I'm kind of going in circles. So I'm going to give the affirmations on what, I'm going to give at least 10. I'm going to give some affirmations on, that you can say to yourself, say it to yourself in the mirror. Also, before I go into this, actually thanking that chakra. Thank you. Putting your hand, right where your navel is, right below, where can I say this is, right above your pelvic area. I'm gonna say that. Putting your hand there and blessing it, thanking it, and and speaking to yourself, speaking to that area, and know that, and letting this area know that you are here for the healing, and really meaning it and believing it. And also you can sit in meditation and say this, or you can look in the mirror, have your hand in this area, and speak to yourself and say that, also you can look in the mirror and express these affirmations I'm going to give you as well with your hand on this area, because again, this is where you feel. This is the area of feeling. This is the area of believing in those emotions. So is that everything that I wanted to cover? Also, eating things that are orange may be significant for you. I spoke of some of the physical things you can do as well. And so yes, so I'm gonna go into the affirmations, and you can write this in your journal, and you can say out loud these as well. And you can title it Emotional Fitness. I feel creative. I feel blissful. I feel love. I feel successful. I feel divine. I feel like greatness. I feel beautiful. I feel favored. I feel prosperous. I feel like everything is working out in my favor. I feel abundant. I feel financially able to do what I want. I feel stable. I feel confident. I feel secure. I feel protected. I feel balanced. I feel emotional balance. I know there was more to 10. I just wanted to give you that I feel courageous. Yes. So those are some things that you can write down, or those are some things that you can say in the mirror when it comes to, you speaking to yourself, looking yourself in the eye, looking yourself in the eye, and knowing that, this healing comes from us. And, this is part of love. I know that self-love, that is a very trendy thing right now, but it isn't just physical. It's what we say to ourselves. It's what we do. It's us really choosing to heal, and not just heal, but honoring that authentic self, honoring what's true within, healing what's true within and honoring it, and so this is what I be wanting to bring to the channel. This is what I just want to show a way of evolving, showing a way of truth and authentic that you can have, and authenticity that you can have for yourself. And I'm okay and being okay with your unique self. We are all unique, and I believe it's just honorable when I see people. Oh my goodness, let me tell y'all, when I see people skipping, yes, when I see a grown person skipping in public, I just smile. My heart smiles. When I see people whistling, or I seen one guy, I said, you just gotta be jolly to do this. You know how a person walks and they sway their hands? Okay, so imagine someone walking and they just, swaying both hands and just walking. And I was just like, that is the type of bliss that I just love. So it's just, I'm here for the uniqueness. And I just ask that you're able to honor and be here for your unique self as well, and when you're able to be out in public and just to skip. Another thing that I saw a guy, and normally I used to say this, when I see guys do this, I feel as though, okay, he likes the person that, he is talking to. But I actually seen this guy, he was by himself, coming out of Costco, and he had the basket, right? And you know how you push the basket really fast, and then you get on top of it, and you let it carry you. I seen him do that with no care in the world, and I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about, just doing. And most people may think that's childish, but I just think it's a way of ourselves. It's gonna be expressed some way. You get what I'm saying? So this is what I'm just saying. It's going, what is needed is going to be shown. It's going to come out. So honoring it, no matter what, healing, honoring it, giving yourself grace and compassion, because it's going to come out either way it goes. So yes, going back to those affirmations, also journaling how you feel. Journaling, this journey can help you heal as well, and not just help you heal, but it may help you, you never know, you may end up writing an ebook, or writing a book, or writing just different things that can not only just help you but help others as well, so also, speaking of writing, I have a Becoming Super Divine notebook that you could purchase on arithegoddess.com. And this is where you can write down the things that you like to create. This is where you can draw. This is where you can write, journal, write poetry, write your music on. So I think that is a way that you can express yourself as well as journaling. And also, if you want to purchase that notebook, I gave you that link, or it will be in the description below. So yes, I really hope that this message resonated. I know that I may have been everywhere, but I really hope that this message was able to resonate. I hope that you were able to get something out of this message. I hope that you were able to, and I hope that you're able to give yourself any type of grace and any type of compassion that is needed in this time. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through